Hello and welcome to this episode where I update you about the 15,000 trading dollar challenge. In this challenge, what I seek to do is to just, show you my updates on my trading journey. Basically, I want to see what will be my return by the end of the year. And I created this account in November 2024, but I started funding it around December. So it's been, I think, about 7 weeks of trading. And I'm going to walk you through the journey in terms of how the account has been growing, the lessons that I've been learning. So let's dive in now. Before we get started, I think it is important for me to kind of like provide a quick background. Trading is something that, in my case, I'm using it to also grow my account and take some profits to invest for the long term, but I'm also getting some cash flows. That's what I do for full time. Now, it's important also for me to state that trading also comes with risks, especially if you trade things that you don't understand. So this video is supposed to be taken just for educational purposes. Now, for those who are new on this channel, my name is Isaac Jonas, and I started my journey of investing, I think I would say in 2020 at the height of the COVID pandemic. That's when I started investing. But back then, I made a lot of mistakes. I remember trading options, and at one point, I actually was checking. I lost money. I think in Canadian dollar terms, I was looking at my account. It was like $33,000 that I was down. But when I look back at those lessons that I've learned, I think the key thing has been because I was trading penny stocks, I was trading options. And I remember that at the time I bought a Tesla option contract for $5,000. And as soon as I bought it, Tesla dropped by 10%, and it went from 5,000 to 3,000, 2,000. And I wanted to close the position, and then I made another mistake. Instead of closing the position, selling, I bought another contract, and then the loss just uh, exploded. At the end of the day, my lesson from that was that you should always understand things that you are trading. So in this case, one of the things that I've done is I've been reading a lot, following some specific stocks that I trade and also invest, and stay away from just buying things that I see online to say, oh, this stock has gone up by 50%, 60%. I like to trade stocks that I really understand how they generally move and the fundamentals, because trading, from my experience, is mostly like you are looking at the probability that this trade is going to go your way or not. So there's a probability of success and probability of loss. So your expected value of, let's say if you trade 10 times, right, and you win 7 times, so you would say the probability in that case of winning, right, and the probability of loss in this case, hopefully if you lose very little and win more, that's where you can actually have a higher return. So in this journey, like I said, I documented some of the things that I've learned in my investing journey in this case. And investing and trading, of course, they are two different things, right? But like I said, I use some of the trading profits to invest for the long term. So for me, it's kind of like an income stream. Now, like I said, these results that I'm showing you, I'm sure there are a lot of people who have much better results. For me, I'm happy with this because I am having some methods that I can say, look, I'm backtesting my data. These are the methods that I'm using, and I'm learning along the way. And I'm playing with money that I'm comfortable losing. Hopefully, I don't, of course, hope to lose that money. Now, you will see that last week when I reported the update, I'm just going to be transparent whether I'm going to make money or lose money. For me, the whole point is I want to just share this journey and also to be accountable to myself And another important thing is to just document. Maybe my children in the future might also just learn from this, or other people who may be interested, and avoid the mistakes that I made. So last week, my account was 10.2% up. Now you can see that it is 9.93. It is slightly down by about, let's say, 0.31%. But in the bigger scheme of things, right? I had this loss that I had, right? And I will reveal to you that the trade that I took was PayPal. And I went against my rules in that regard, because usually I like to trade stocks that I understand. But my thinking was that, okay, if I bought these 50 shares of PayPal, it had gone down by about 9% at that time after reporting earnings. And I thought probably when I did my technicals, it had bottomed. And now it went down further, another at 2 or 3%, I think, because at some point I saw it was 13% down. But I could have held on to the position, but that's the importance of having a stop loss, to say, if I had just followed my rules, if it uh, dropped, and I could have taken maybe a $20 or $30 loss with the expected profit, let's say, of $100 or $200. So that was the lesson. It's very important to follow my rules. I broke my rule of trading a stock that I did some research, and it's one of the stocks that I've been following, but my thinking was wrong. And that's what happens with trading. Sometimes you think, you are right. So it's very, very important to be prepared for that. So what I ended up doing is I closed that position and I took that loss. It was about 211 US dollars. And these are in Canadian dollars. So you can see that my account here, at this time that I took this screenshot, because I later on took some trades that I will see next week. But this was around 11 o'clock when I was preparing for this, and my account was 9.93%. It was slightly down. And if I look at a 1 month performance, this is the result. Now, you will see that in this case, um, the most important thing that I will tell you is that um, let me just stop sharing here. Now, the most important thing that I will tell you now as I wrap up is that I think largely one for one to be successful in trading, you must take time to just look at specific stocks or securities. Some people just focus on bonds, and they wake up, they understand the theoretical framework to say, if the equities go this way, most likely the bonds are going to go this, and you look at specific securities that you like to. So that's number one. So for me, I'm looking at stocks such as Nvidia, Tesla, and also the volatility index, commonly known as the VIX, and that's what I am looking at, and also the S&P 500. And I track the exchange traded fund called SPY, and I've been trying to stay away from options. And I use technicals. That is to say, look, from this demand and supply zone, basically demand zone is where the buyers actually may potentially bid the price up by buying. And supply zone is where sellers will be more in control in terms of selling. So basically the price movement is caused by the imbalance between demand and supply. If there are more buyers who are putting, pressure on the price, bidding more, right? It means those buyers can then push the price up. That's why you see the price action. It could be because of some reason. Let's say there's DeepSeek saga, there's something that pushes price in a certain way. That's how the price moves. In this case, also President Trump sometimes is talking about tariffs and stuff. So before you know it, the market, even if it was going up or down, it goes down. So I think in the future, I'm going to do a detailed video in terms of the specific things that I look at and how I do my trading. So I thought in this case, I'm just going to be transparent about what's going on in this portfolio, that I am just tracking and sharing with you on this journey to just say, hey, this has been my trading. So far, it's been 9.93%, down from about 10%, and at some point it was almost 12% up. So that's what happens in trading. If you then see over time to then say by the end of the year, if I'm able to maintain my wins versus the losses, that's the key to balance those two. Probably, maybe I might have a very good return, or probably it might be a loss. So that's the important thing at the end of the day. That's why you see 90% of the traders, retail traders, they are reportedly lose 90% of their accounts, blow their account within the first 90 days of their trading. So for me, this is 1 month on this account, and I, of course, have other accounts that I don't publicly share. But for the purpose of this video, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you can subscribe and tune in so that you don't miss this episode. I also do some podcasts, as you see, with Coach Blooming, and I will also start to bring in other experts in their respective fields to share their insights on their career, their life lessons about money, investing. Because for me, this is a very important topic. If you can have a situation where you can control your finances, it means to an extent you can live your life in your own terms. Because if you have your money, of course, there are many other things in life that are important, health, family, and stuff. But it can kind of like help you to have options. If you want to travel, if you want to buy something, then you don't have to necessarily stress about how you would accomplish that. So thank you so much for following me on this journey thus far. And as I like to say, trade and invest wisely and may the markets be on your side. Follow me on my social media handles. I regularly create content that I share as well, including writing for newspaper articles about what's really going on in the market in real time. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.